Hey, it's Ken here again, and I tell you, we have been using range extenders for our HDMI coming from the PTZ cameras for the last 3 years that we've had our cameras in operation, and they've been working well for us. But it's always been a direct shot between the camera transmitter on the extender and the receiver on the extender until now. And I'm going to test these out. These go over the normal network switch and doesn't require that direct line. So let's see how it works. So at our church, we've been using HDMI extenders just like this. And here's a pair. HDMI goes in. You do have a loop out that you can watch this on a monitor, but then it goes to Cat 6, Cat 5e. Cat 6 is what we're using, both of those. And then it comes to the receiver, and you have a Ethernet in on the receiver with HDMI out going to a display coming from a camera to a switcher. I'm using them several different ways, but it works well and has been working well for us. And these Orei extenders have been excellent, very well built. Now I just got something new, a bit larger. You can see the difference in size. These are HDMI extenders, 4K at 60 hertz HDMI extenders over a network switch. So these actually will work with a switch, so you don't need to have an extra line going through the wall or someplace else. So transmitter, HDMI in, you have network out, again, Cat 6 recommended or more, goes through the switch, comes to the receiver, and HDMI out to either your to a monitor, or like I'm using them most of the time, going from a camera to a HDMI video switcher. So this is what I'm going to be doing, and I'm going to do a little bit of test using Netgear switch right here. All right, so this is going to be the switch I'm going to be using. Going to have a couple things plugged into here. I'm going to first try to do it with the old ones, just to prove to myself that this won't work through the switch, and then we'll connect it to the switch. So let me go set up the first test, and I'll be right back. So what I have here is my first attempt with the old transmitter and receiver. You can see that you're getting me here. When I tried to run it through the switch, it didn't even register that there's a connection. So that did not work at all through a switch, but it does work very well when it's running from the transmitter to the receiver with a direct line. So there it is. All right. Now I will plug in the new one, and I'm going to plug this into the switch to see how it works. So this is with the new 4K HDMI extenders. These are the EX-500Ks, and this is now going through the switch using the range extenders. The nice thing about it is it's still just a 5 volt, about a 1 amp or 1.5 amp power supply, pretty standard plug. So I'm actually using the plugs from the older ones because I have several of that size sitting around. So this is not an absolute to have, but these work over the IP, over the switch, and they work really well. That's 4K coming through here, according to my video switcher here, coming from a 4K Fumaco PTZ camera, and it's coming through beautifully. Not going to complain about that at all. So if you notice on that last portion with the new range extender, there was a slight delay in the audio, a slight delay in the video over the audio. So we don't have them in sync the way we need to, and so let's see if we can fix that. There we go. Gonna go to this camera, and right now we have 0 delay in the audio. And now what we got is a half-second delay in the audio. And now what we have is 0.3 second delay in the audio. So that audio sync issue obviously worked out best at the 0.3 seconds. And that comes from the fact that the microphone is coming on mic 1, separate line from the video. And so the two weren't coming in together, and therefore there is a synchronization problem. And we fixed that by testing out and slowing down the audio as it comes in to match the video. So now if you like it better than you did before, and you like the video, please subscribe and like this video so that I can get more out. And if you have a suggestion for a video that you would like to see me do, just leave it in the comments and I will do my best to see if I can figure out something for you. So, as always, God bless.